In the previous lecture, we discussed about the basic about the municipal solid waste management system. That is, what is exactly the solid waste? It is nothing but whatever the unwanted or useless material are going to be thrown out. That it is nothing but simply the solid waste. So, what are the different sources of solid waste? Simply, you can say the domestic sources. That is, either you can say municipal solid waste. Second one is the biomedical waste, and next one is electronic waste. So, either you can also classify the industrial waste. Municipal solid waste, it is nothing but a waste which generated from the houses, from the commercial complex, from the institution. That all waste is called as municipal solid waste. Next one is biomedical waste, which mostly going to collect the solid waste from the medicals, from the you can say the pharmacy industry, some of the either you can say the research institutes, some laboratories, some primary clinics, some primary health centers. So that's all waste is going to be classified as a biomedical waste. And next one is electronic waste, that is mostly going to prefer the electronic and electrical equipment or material that is going to be classified as electronic waste. Mostly you can see the mobile phones, calculators, tablets, laptop, keyboards, mouse, all type of waste is classified as electronic waste. And next one is so you can classify industrial waste, that is mostly related with the industries. So different industries having different types of waste. So some of the industries having production industries having different waste. Some of the you can say sugar industries, dairy industries, each having different types of characteristics of waste. So that waste may be either organic or either maybe inorganic, maybe biodegradable or maybe non-biodegradable. So that is according to the waste characteristics. So we are going to classify the different types of waste and the different types of sources. So the different types of sources of waste, either you can say the school, colleges, hotels, primary health centers, laboratories, institutions. So different types of the sources of the waste. Next we discuss about the hazardous waste. Hazardous waste, it is nothing but a waste which affect on the environment. Either it may be animals or either it may be plants. Okay. So whatever that waste which is harmful for the environment, that is classified as hazardous waste. Having the characteristics of hazardous waste: ignitability, corrosivity, reactivity, and the toxicity. What are the various characteristics of the hazardous waste? Some of the factors that affecting on the rate of the generation of the solid waste. The first factor is you can say the population. As the higher the population, going to be increases. Whatever the rate of the solid waste generation is going to be increases. Next one is the lack of awareness. Due to lack of awareness, again it going to be leads to higher generation of the solid waste. Again you can say industrialization. As you know, the India is a developing country. So now due to establishment of the new industries, you can say villages and as well as city, so that again leads to the generation of the higher the solid waste content. So there are the various factors that affecting the rate of the generation of the solid waste. And again some of the terms which related to the solid waste, like refuse, then garbage, then ash. So that are some of the terms related with the solid waste. Next one is how to collect the solid waste. So it is having the different methods of the collection of solid waste. What are the different methods of the disposal? So in this chapter we discuss about what are the different methods of the collection of solid waste, how to collect solid waste, how to transfer the solid waste, and what is the next, that means how to segregate, how to recycle that waste, how to dispose that waste, and how to treat that waste. So that we are going to discuss on this. So the first one is collection of solid waste. So solid waste can be collected by two methods. Either you can say it is only house to house collection methods, or either you can say the bin methods or central bin methods. So as you know, the house to house collection is whatever the municipal workers is going to collect the waste in each and every house regularly daily, and that waste is going to be carried out at the transfer station where all waste is collected. Either you can dispose that waste at the disposal site. This was the first method. We are going to collect the different types of waste, or that workers are going to be collect the waste each and every house in the villages and in the city. This is one of the method. And second one method, it is the central bin method. It is what nothing but going to place one location, going to place a bin. It may be RCCB, it may be steel, or it may be iron bin. It going to place at one location, decided location, and nearby areas their household waste they can be dumped into that bin, so that that bin can be that load or that waste from that bin can be picked up by the municipal workers, maybe weekly, maybe daily, or as according to the planning, they are going to collect that waste and they are going to transfer at the transfer station, and after the next, that is what recycling, treatment, and the disposal. So this is what mostly the two methods you have to prefer for the collection of solid waste. The first one is the house collection, and second one is the central bin methods. So some of the points should be considered during collection of solid waste. The first thing is what electronic waste, that is e-waste. It should be separately collected. It should not be mixed with the municipal solid waste, household waste. Second thing is biomedical waste. It should be collected separately. It should not be mixed with the municipal solid waste. Okay. Again, you can see the hazardous waste. Some of the hazardous waste that should be collected separately. Okay. And again, you can see the construction waste, demolition waste, that should be collected separately, and disposal, that waste should be separately. Some of the organic waste, like a food waste, that going to be composting. Okay, so that waste again you can collect separately, and you can dispose by composting or by the landfill. So this point should be considered during the collection of the solid waste. So biomedical waste should be separately, industrial waste should be separately, some electronic waste shall be collect separately, some organic waste like food waste should be collected separately, and other remaining waste, municipal solid waste, can be collected by separately. So this point should be considered during collection of the solid waste. So some point also should be considered, that is what the worker who are going to collect the sample, it should be trained, so that operation, maintenance, we should give the training to that workers, should be keep maintenance of that proper equipment. Second thing, whatever the distance of the traveling, that means collection point and the you can say transfer station, that distance should be short. Okay, and whatever that solid should be in a closed container, so that it going to be avoid the air pollution also. So these various points should be again considered during the collection of the solid waste. So this type of various types of containers are used to collect the solid waste. So different types of containers are available. Either you can say the first one is, mostly you can say the hall container system. So this system is called as hall container system. So this type of different containers, or you can say the vehicles that are used for the collect the solid waste. The first one is, you can say the animal cart, okay, bullock cart or animal cart. Next one is, you can say the tractors or trailers. Next one you can say the trucks, and next one is compacting vehicles or compact vehicle, and finally last one is the dumpers. So the first one, if you consider the first, that is what the animal carts, is mostly preferred in villages area or maybe some rural areas, town areas. So this bullock carts or animal carts mostly carried out up to 1.5 meter cube of solid waste at a longer distance up to 7 kilometers. So up to 7 kilometers you can carry out solid waste by the bullock carts, and it is having a volume, it can be carried up to volume of 1.5 meter cube. But it leads to environmental pollution because it is openly and it is going to be pollute the air. So that is unhealthy to environment. So it is not preferred mostly nowadays. It is now next one is tractors. So tractors, it is having a capacity of 6 meter cube, and they can be carried this waste at a longer distance. So we have to also prefer the tractor for the hauling purpose of the solid waste. Next one is the trucks having the larger the volume and the higher the operation and maintenance cost. Trucks also we can use to carry out the solid waste, collection of solid waste and transfer the solid waste at a longer distance. Next one is compacting vehicles. So that compacting vehicles is performed both the methods, that is just they have to pick up the load, pick up the solid waste from the different locations, from the different houses, from the different institutions, and that solid waste simultaneously going to be compacted within that compactor by the mechanical means. So that what happens after the compaction of solid waste, whatever that volume of that solid waste is going to be decreases or minimized, so that again we can increase the volume of that container or volume of that vehicles. So it is, but it should be required 2 to 3 persons, skilled person. So they can be collect and they can be compacted solid waste. So they require a skilled person for the operation of the compact vehicle. So collection as well as compaction of vehicles, so that they have to reduce the volume of the solid waste. And after that you can haul that waste at a longer distance. And finally last one is dumpers. The dumpers having a low cost of operation and maintenance, so mostly we want to prefer the dumpers for the collection of solid waste, and they can haul solid waste at a longer distance also. So this type of vehicles we can prefer for the hauling of the solid waste, either tractors, either trucks or trailers, or maybe the dumpers, or maybe compactor vehicles. So these are the various collection sources of the solid waste from the different houses, from the industries or maybe institutions. Next one is municipal solid waste management system. So how to manage the municipal solid waste in our state or in our nation. Okay, so you can see this. The first one is legislative body. Legislative body, which firstly built a legislation or some policies or some regulations. Okay, and legislative body that going to be forwarded in policies and legislation to the second is what the Ministry of Environment and Forest. So this whatever the policies and regulations and rules that can be implemented by the Ministry of Environment and Forest. Next, that Ministry of Environment and Forest is going to be forwarded to CPCB, that is Central Pollution Control Board, and that Central Pollution Control Board forward these rules and regulations to the for the implementation to the State Pollution Control Board, that is SPCB, State Pollution Control Board, either you can say the MPCB, Maharashtra Pollution Control Board, and whatever that some treatment facility for the required village or for required town or for the required city, they are going to whatever that policy for the collection of the waste, for the treatment and for the disposal of waste, that can be carried out or implemented by the SPCB, State Pollution Control Board. And this State Pollution Control Board going to be convey this message to the city corporation. So in city, all the waste management can be carried out by the city corporation. Collection of waste, then the composting of waste and the recycling of waste, that can be carried out by the city corporation. And that city corporation, that whole the process of the waste management, that can be carried out city corporation. And some recyclable solid waste that can be carried out by recycling facility by some private formal and informal sector. So some private formal and informal sector that can be carried out that recycling solid waste to the recycling facility, or maybe some product manufacturer, or maybe as a raw material for the other industries for the manufacturing purpose. So that is the main purpose of the recycling. Whatever the recycled material you can use for the raw product for the different manufacturers. The next one is disposal. So this was very important, how to dispose of solid waste, because mostly we are going to prefer some of the methods for the disposal of solid waste. The firstly you can say the composting. Composting is mostly preferred for the solid waste or food waste, or you can say the organic waste mostly we prefer for the composting. So composting having different types. You can say plain composting, that is classified as indoor method of composting, by indoor method of composting. Next one is you can say mechanical composting, also one of the method, and next one is important, it is vermicomposting. We are going to use earthworm for the composting of the solid waste. So mostly it is whatever the organic waste that can be composted by the composting, either vermicomposting or either mechanical composting method. So next method it is what landfilling method. So landfilling method, it is one of the method where we dispose our solid waste. So those waste which cannot be used for the composting, that waste can be transferred for the landfilling. And landfilling, it is what you can say the final option for the disposal of the solid waste. But that landfilling site required a larger the land for the, or larger the available site of, you can say soil also required for the disposal. So it required a free area, larger the land for the disposal of the solid waste. So it is not possible in case of, you can say the city areas where the free areas are not available. So where the free areas are available, you can use landfilling, but you can dispose your solid waste in that area. You can use also available soil for the cover that solid waste. So this is what the landfilling, it is simply, you can say whatever your solid waste is going to be dumped into your trenches or pit or over the ground, and that solid waste is going to be covered with a thick layer of the soil. Maybe you can say 20 cm of the layer of the soil, you can cover that with a thick layer of the soil and going to be compacted again. So this was simply basic about the landfilling, where you have to compact your solid waste. Next one is the site selection for the landfilling. So some of the points should be considered during selection of soil for the landfilling. So what point should be considered during selection of the site for the landfilling? The first one is, you can say that landfilling site should be away from your residential area. It should be a few kilometers from the residential area. That one thing should be considered. Second thing, sufficient area should be available. So for the disposal of solid waste, sufficient area should be available so you can dispose your waste. Okay. Second thing, sufficient soil should be, a huge quantity of soil should be required for the disposal. So sufficient quantity of soil should be available there for the disposal of that waste. Next thing is easily approachable. That site should be easily approachable, so you can prefer the landfilling. And last one is climatic conditions. So what is that area having a climatic condition? That point should be again considered during the landfilling site collection. So these various points you can consider during the selection of site for the or landfilling purpose. It should be away from the community. Again, it should be having sufficient area. Again, it should be deep. That means whatever that groundwater in that area, it should be deep, maybe 5 meters below than the landfilling site. So that point will be the most important consideration in the landfilling site. Next one is that site should be easily approachable, and the climatic conditions should be also considered during collection of the site. So the landfilling methods having the different advantages and disadvantages. Mostly the advantages are you can say one of the easy method of the landfilling, so you can whatever your waste you can easily dispose. Okay. Second thing is there is no any environmental impact in that case. That is one of the chances, and this was one of the some of the advantages of the landfilling. Disadvantages to be considered, it may be pollute the groundwater. So whatever the groundwater, it should be below the 5 meters below the your landfill site. But sometimes maybe percolation of leachate, that is leachate is nothing but a liquid waste which is percolated through the solid waste. So that leachate is going to be mixed in the groundwater and then it will pollute the groundwater. So sometimes it's going to be pollute the groundwater, and if you are not doing the proper compaction or proper landfilling, so it may creates the soil pollution as well as it may be creating air pollution also. So that's some of the various disadvantages in case of the landfilling. So some of the methods we going to prefer for the landfilling. The first one is the area methods, next one is the trench method, and next one is the ramp method. Area method, it is a simple method where you going to just whatever your solid waste is going to be down in a layer up to, you can say, 1.5 meter of the layer to 1.5 meter layer. We are going to keep this layer by layer. Okay. So after the layer of the one layer solid waste, we are going to spreading it completely. We are going to compact with the rollers or agitators or compactors. Okay. After compaction, we are going to cover it with the thick layer of soil up to 20 or 15 centimeter of the layer. Again, we are going to next load of the solid waste. Again, we are going to compact it completely, and again we are going to be covered with the thick layer of the earthy soil, good earthy soil, up to 20 centimeter. So in that case, we are going to do the landfilling up to 1.5 meter of the height, and finally, to top layer is going to be again going to be compact with the good soil. So whatever that aesthetic look, it should be look like a clean and clear. It's like good. So you can again you can do the plantation over there, vegetation also there. So that side should be, you can it must look like aesthetically good. And next one is a trench method. Trench method, it is what where the trenches are available. Trenches mean excavated trenches were easily available, so there is no any excavation required. Trenches. So in that case, you prefer this method. Whatever your solid waste, just you can dump in that trenches and excavated trenches, and just cover with the soil there. So that is again one of the methods. So where the trenches are available, or you can say the shallow depth is available, so you can put your solid waste over there and you can cover it with the soil layer. So that is again one of the methods you can prefer for the landfilling method. And last one is the ramp method, where mostly the sloping ground in hilly areas there is a very slope, so up to 30 degree, 35 degree. In that case, we mostly prefer this method, that is called as the ramp method. So just going to place the solid waste in an inclined angle up to 35 degree to 30 degree, and going to compact and cover with the soil. So this is basically three types of methods we are going to prefer for the landfilling. And landfilling, it is simply nothing but just spreading of the solid waste, compacting with the soil up to 20 cm thick, to just compacting with layer by layer, one layer over the other layer, and final layer is going to be again compacted with the good earthy soil. So it should be looks for good. Aesthetically, it should be looks like a good. So that's how the various you can say. First one is some of the vehicles that will be used for the collection of the solid waste, from the tractors to the dumpers. Okay. Next one is the municipal solid waste. How we to manage the municipal solid waste in our area, city, or either you can say the state by various ministries. Either it is Ministry of Environment and Forestry, either it is MPCB, either it is CPCB, or either it is City Corporation, Municipal Corporation. How they are going to manage the municipal solid waste, how they will use recycling, how they are going to composting and incineration. So incineration, it is again one of the important methods where we will all the waste going to burn into an incinerator, so that waste is going to be converted into ash. Either that ash you can recycle for the brick manufacture, either you can use for the cement manufacture, or either you can dispose it. Okay, Okay, so this or either for concrete production also you can use that fly ash. So this type of various types of that means incineration that can be utilized to burn out solid waste that can be produce the fly ash and that can be recycled. Next one is disposal of solid waste. Mostly the first method we are going to discuss is that is what a landfill. In the second lecture we will discuss about what are the composting, and in the third we will discuss about the incineration. What is incineration? What are the methods of incineration? And what are the byproducts of incineration? So here is a landfilling. Landfilling, it is just placing of the whatever the solid waste over the ground and just going to compact it and going to cover with the earthy soil. It is having the three methods: area method. Next one is trench method, where trenches are available. And next one is the last one is ramp method, where the slopy ground or hilly ground area. In that case, we prefer the ramp method. The advantages and disadvantages. Disadvantages like it may be going to pollute the groundwater. Again, it may be air pollution may be there. And some of the advantages, AC method, and whatever the landfill site, it looks like a clean. That is one of the advantages. And some of the factors should be considered during selection of site. So that site should be away from the residential area. It should be easily approachable. Some of the earth should be available, soil should be available for covering of that solid waste, and some of the climatic condition in that area also should be considered during the selection of site. And one thing is important, that is groundwater should be deep. So should not pollute the groundwater by the leachate percolation to the solid waste. This is all about the solid waste collection methods, the site selection for landfilling, and the different methods of the landfilling.